Here is a story on how to overcome that fear by hearing about your girlfriend's ex, seeing him, acknowledging his existence, and then some. Sean is my girlfriend's big, bad ex-boyfriend. He and she were practically high school sweethearts. He took her virginity, was her first love, the whole dirty shebang. Sean was this beautiful man, sexy, suave, intelligent, well-spoken, muscular but not meaty, sensitive but not sappy, confident but not cocky. At least that's how I imagined him. And all my girlfriend did was talk about Sean. Every 5 minutes, Sean this, Sean that, Sean everything, Sean anything. At least that's how it felt. Like you, I found myself up nights, sweating, shaking, anxious, doing some of the dumbest things imaginable. One time, I remember staring at my girlfriend as she slept, hoping against all hope that she would wake up, turn to me and say, "Zach, I love you and only you and will never love anyone else. Sean has a micro penis and will never understand me as you do." Instead, about a year and a half into our relationship, she asked if he could come with us on vacation. That's right, my girlfriend, her ex-boyfriend, and yours truly, together, for a week. The vacation was never supposed to be a romantic just the two of us kind of trip. It was always going to be a big group of siblings and old friends. But still, it felt like my head had just gone up in flames. What the F, I thought. Her ex and her and me sitting on some boat sipping margaritas together. Of course, he can't come. And the fact that she's even thinking about this is a huge problem. What the F? But after my brain bonfire died down and I started thinking like a not crazy person again, the more I thought about us all together, the more I saw it as an opportunity. An opportunity to meet the real Sean, to see what all the fuss was about, to see how they got along, and if nothing else, as the saying goes, to keep my enemies closer. So I asked her to bring him along. And to this day I look back on that as one of the best decisions of our relationship. I spent a week on a boat with the big, bad Sean. Turns out he's handsome, in a scruffy hipster kind of way, but he's no Brad Pitt. He's not that muscular, kind of scrawny. Actually, he talks a lot, which can get on people's nerves. He's not particularly sexy, not particularly suave. And the more we hung out, the more I realized that he wasn't actually big or bad. He was just a guy my girlfriend had dated, and a nice one at that. Sean was actually a pretty thoughtful, friendly, adventurous dude. He was always the first to paddle off in the kayak and come back with tales of a new cove or inlet for us all to explore. The first to swim ashore when the boat needed tying down. The first to pick up a spatula at mealtime, and the first to grab the sponge and dish soap afterward. And as the week drew to a close, to my surprise, I no longer saw him as my enemy. I could even see why my girlfriend had stayed friends with him for all these years. Hell, I could see him and me becoming friends. Of course, my jealousy didn't disappear overnight, but I see that trip as the beginning of the end of me fearing my girlfriend's exes. Realizing that Sean was just a regular guy. Realizing that her hanging out with him didn't mean she loved me less. Realizing that he wasn't trying to steal her away from me or that she wasn't secretly plotting her escape made me more confident in myself, in my girlfriend's intentions, and in our relationship. Today, I sleep much better. I don't worry about Sean at all. I can't even remember the last time I did. That said, my example is an extreme example, and may not be for everyone. So when I say invite the ex on vacation, I don't necessarily mean literally take him on a trip with you, though that might not be a bad idea. What I do mean is that your idea of your girlfriend's ex is probably much worse than your girlfriend's ex. Do everything you can to discover that these mysterious exes are not mythical, awesome, perfect, hung like a horse creatures, but just regular folks like you and me, whose bits are probably average to slightly above average sized on a good day. Whether that means taking them on a week-long trip to Lake Powell with you and your girlfriend, inviting them along for coffee one weekend, or simply encouraging in your relationship an open, judgment-free forum when it comes to asking questions about ex. That's up to you. Think of the situation in logical terms and you will see how silly you are being. Let's just assume that since she is your first girlfriend, she won't be your last. It is rather rare for people to find the right one on the first attempt. So, most likely sometime in the future, you will be dating another woman. That means that when you are with her, you will already have had physical relations with another person. Should your future girlfriend have a problem with that? No, right? Because that would be rather silly. You are with this girl right now, and you love her. So you want to be intimate with her. In the future you won't love her. Instead, you will love your future girlfriend, and will want to be intimate with her. That is normal. It is perfectly fine to be intimate with the people you care about at the moment. You can't hold yourself until you find the right one because you never know when that will be. Therefore, it is silly to expect your current girlfriend to not have had relations with her ex. If that isn't enough, think of this: if you continue with your current mindset, you will probably drive your girlfriend away. You thinking so much about another guy when you are about to get busy in bed just shows how insecure you are about yourself. That is a huge turn-off for women. No one wants to fuck someone like that. If you continue with this, your girlfriend is going to get tired of your crazy shit and dump you and find someone who isn't so insecure.